Kevin Durant jumped teams, Kyrie Irving followed. Stars are linking up, titles are being chased, and the league's balance is looking shakier than ever. Super teams are dominating headlines, but not everyone's cheering. In this video, we're breaking down the battle shaping the future of the NBA. Super teams versus parity. We'll look at why super teams are built, who they benefit, who they hurt, and what it all means for your team's chances in the next 5 years. So here's the real question. Are super teams saving the NBA or slowly tearing it apart? Hit that like and subscribe button, and let's dig into what's really happening across the league. The NBA has always been about stars, but lately, it's not just about stars. The debate about super teams is warming up. In the past decade, we've seen an unprecedented shift in how elite talent consolidates. It's no longer rare to see 3 or even 4 all-stars join forces, creating a roster stacked with more firepower than some entire conferences had in the early 2000s. Think back to 2010, when LeBron James took his talents to South Beach. That move, joining Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, changed the landscape. It became the new model. Then came Kevin Durant to the Warriors in 2016. That wasn't just a team-up, it was a bold move. More recently, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and KD tried to form a dynasty in Brooklyn. The result? Constant movement, shifting power dynamics, and short windows of dominance. These super teams have brought excitement, but they've also widened the gap. Small market teams, no matter how well they draft or develop, often can't compete. Big markets and player-led recruitment have created a top-heavy league. Fans of teams outside the Elite Five often feel like their squad is playing a different sport entirely. That's where the tension lies. On one side, super teams draw massive attention. Every matchup feels like a playoff preview. On the other hand, they skew the balance of competition. A league that once celebrated parity now feels like it has pre-scripted finals appearances. We're now at a point where every offseason feels like a blockbuster waiting to drop. Players aren't just playing the game, they're shaping it. And that sparked a real question across fan bases. Are super teams pushing the NBA into a new golden era of high-stakes drama, or creating a league where predictability kills the fun? This isn't just about talent, it's about the future of the game. And depending on where you stand, super teams are either the evolution we needed or the imbalance we feared. Let's be real, super teams are box office. Love them or hate them, they make the NBA feel bigger. When 3 or more all-stars suit up together, the entire league pays attention. Every game becomes an event, every highlight is viral worthy, and every storyline gets juicier. And in a league that thrives on drama and spectacle, that matters. From a business standpoint, super teams are a slam dunk. TV ratings go up, merchandise sales spike, social media buzz takes off. When the Golden State Warriors had Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, arenas were packed even on road games. When LeBron, Wade, and Bosh formed Miami's Big Three, it was like the Beatles went on tour. People show up for star power, and those matchups? They deliver. Rivalries are more intense, the playoff drama is amplified, and the finals feel like they actually mean something. When great players compete at the highest level on the same team, it creates historic runs. Whether it's Miami's 4 straight finals appearances or Golden State's dynasty, those super team eras are filled with iconic moments we'll talk about for decades. Let's also talk global impact. Super teams aren't just American hype, they draw international audiences. Fans from around the world tune in to see their favorite stars link up. This boosts the NBA's global profile, opening doors to bigger sponsorships, broader fan bases, and serious revenue. And more money flowing in means higher player salaries, improved team infrastructure, and stronger league-wide investment. Plus, for the players, teaming up is often about legacy. Winning matters, rings matter, and the chance to win together with fellow greats is appealing, especially when careers are short and windows are small. So yes, while super teams might shift the balance, they also drive excitement, deliver legendary moments, and keep the NBA culturally dominant. It's not just good business, it's good entertainment. All right, let's flip the narrative, because while super teams might drive ratings and headlines, they're not without serious downsides. In fact, to a lot of fans and analysts, they're part of the NBA's biggest problem: imbalance. First up, the competitive landscape. When you have 3 or 4 All-NBA players on one roster, where does that leave the rest of the league? Small market teams like the Pacers, Kings, Hornets, or Magic often can't compete, not because of bad management, but because they simply aren't attractive to big-name free agents. These teams may draft well and build organically, but once their stars get good, the fear kicks in. Will they stay or bolt to join a super team? That creates a real issue for parity. The beauty of sports is unpredictability. But with super teams, fans often know who the real contenders are before the season starts. Regular season games lose meaning. Playoffs feel predictable, and that kills excitement, especially for casual fans who just want to believe their team has a shot. Then there's player development. When stars join forces, role players get squeezed. Young talent often sits on the bench or gets fewer touches, limiting their growth. A rookie drafted into a super team may ride the bench instead of blossoming into the next big name. And let's not ignore the burnout factor. When the same teams dominate year after year, fans outside those markets disengage. Local support drops. TV ratings outside of marquee matchups sag. The league starts to feel like a scripted series instead of a competitive sport. Finally, there's the risk factor. When super teams implode, and many do, it can leave franchises gutted. Lost draft picks, salary cap nightmares, and a shallow roster built for one moment that never came. In short, super teams might shine bright, but they can burn fast and leave the league with long-term scars. So, where does the NBA go from here? Are we headed for a league permanently dominated by super teams? Or is there a real shot at restoring competitive balance? The answer might lie somewhere in between, but make no mistake, the next few years will shape the future of the league. Right now, the NBA's salary cap, luxury tax, and draft lottery are the main tools in place to prevent dynasties from becoming permanent fixtures. But as we've seen, smart players and front offices know how to work around the system. Players can take pay cuts, demand trades, or team up via short contracts, all while staying within league rules. So while the structure exists to create parity, it's not exactly bulletproof. That's why the league is already tightening things up. The new collective bargaining agreement includes stricter tax penalties and roster-building limitations for high-spending teams. These changes are designed to make stacking stars more difficult and encourage a more level playing field. Whether it work long-term, too early to call. Meanwhile, there's a shift happening under the radar. Young talent choosing to stay and build. Players like Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, and Victor Wembanyama are all faces of franchises, not followers of trends. If these guys commit to growing their own legacies rather than joining forces, that could spark a new era of team loyalty and homegrown dynasties. There's also growing momentum for teams to invest in development over chasing stars. Look at Oklahoma City or Orlando, young cores, smart drafting, and strong cultures. If those models succeed, they could set the tone for the next generation. Still, super teams aren't going away entirely. But if the league can blend star-driven excitement with real competition, the NBA's future could be the best of both worlds. Because fans don't want either or, they want hope and hype. And the NBA's next chapter depends on finding that balance. Super teams are rewriting how championships are won. They bring hype, legacy moments, and global attention. But they also create gaps. Smaller markets get boxed out. Young players lose growth opportunities. And for fans, the thrill of unpredictability, it's fading fast. At the same time, the NBA is trying to adjust, tightening salary rules, betting on homegrown talent, and hoping the next wave of stars stays loyal to their teams. The question now isn't just what the league is, it's what it should be. Should the NBA prioritize competitive balance or embrace the era of superstar collaborations? And will the super teams reshape the league's future? Let us know in the comments. Hit like and subscribe for more NBA insights.